Have you ever heard the problem is often the solution? If we're to get better at living sustainably on this planet, we need change at all levels, business included. Hi, I'm Cindy, and we're going to talk about permaculture. Permaculture is about planning or doing something with a specific goal guided by how nature works, such as planting a garden or a DAO that takes its inspiration from multiple plant life that's found in the forest or parks, national parks. By learning from nature, we can create sustainable design because nature's elements work in harmony with each other, with each element relying on the other element. So permaculture comes from the word permanent agriculture, and it was founded by Bill Mollison and Bill Holmgren, and it started with the popular phrase, "The problem is often the solution." So we work with nature and not against it. Because if you work against nature, you end up spending more time and energy to sustain your garden. And the same with your DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization. So permaculture has 12 principles, and I'm listing them in the description box below. But in addition to the 12 principles, permaculture has 3 ethics. One is Earthcare, and that means we take responsibility for the well-being of our planet. Another one is Peoplecare. We focus on the well-being of the community and promote self-reliance. And a return of surplus, whether that's money, knowledge, food, or energy to benefit the people and the planet. These 3 ethics are the pillars of permaculture system. Now the role of these ethics is to make sure whatever we are working on or whatever we are doing in our business or our community, that it benefits nature, ourselves, and our neighbors. I like permaculture because instead of providing us with a rigid book of rules, it provides us with a set of principles and ethics that help guide our behavior and help us to make informed decisions based on our goals and our environment. And this is the same with your DAO. So permaculture is nature-inspired design. And there are many ways to be inspired by these principles in a digital or technology context. For example, they're great thinking tools that challenge us to act or generate new ideas. You can actually use permaculture as a design for a framework for sustainable living across all areas of your life, so including your business or your career. So permaculture businesses consider the triple bottom line of people, planet, and profit. So we in tech like to think that digital transformation initiatives and digital first strategies are doing good for the world. But there is actually a decent dose of harm we're doing to the earth with every product released or byte of data stored. Your DAO can gain a lot by adopting a permaculture mindset. It brings new ideas and ways to think. And this is especially useful in a world full of uncertainty and volatility. By using self-regulation and feedback loops, your DAO can grow and succeed even when things change. This approach is vital for growth that respects the planet and people. It helps make organizations that are more sustainable and self-governing. So Web 3.0 is the next step in the evolution of the internet. And through artificial intelligence, blockchain, and smart contracts, Web 3.0 can function without the need for a central governing body. And it acts as the ecosystem that supports decentralized autonomous organizations, which are DAOs. So there are 4 key features in Web 3.0, and they are decentralization. And decentralization just means that the data can be kept in various locations instead of stored in one location. Trustless, or it's trustful and permissionless. And what that means is trusted individuals interact directly, allowing you to access data, resources without a third party or governing body. Then there's artificial intelligence and machine learning. So the computers are able to understand the data the same way humans do. And the last is connectivity and ubiquity. So the web is accessible to anyone at any time from anywhere due to the Internet of Things technology, which is in most smart devices. So these connected devices are no longer limited to your PC or your mobile phone. As they were in the past in Web 2.0. So the concept behind this channel, the Entrepreneur Things, is to make entrepreneurship accessible to anyone, anywhere, at any time, and to stay connected through communities. So if you're a mission-driven entrepreneur and you're seeking guidance on your transformation journey, consider subscribing and staying in touch, or to get support to help you through your journey. So permaculture teaches us to see the big picture and to design using the 3 ethics of Earthcare, Peoplecare, and return of surplus. With proper design, your DAO can provide an ecosystem services, which is Earthcare, while providing resources for the community, which is Peoplecare. And if it's designed properly, you can return surplus. You can actually return surplus, whether that's knowledge, whether that's money, whether that's food, whether that's energy. And that's very valuable, especially in this day and time. So the role of these ethics is to make sure that whatever we are working on, whether business, community, that it is aligned and benefits nature, ourselves, and our neighbors. In nature, Each element works in harmony with each other, relying on the other elements. So using permaculture as a guide in designing a DAO helps us build regenerative businesses and communities where all parts work together, just like a team. If you want more resources, consider subscribing, and don't forget to grab your copy of the Purpose-Driven DAO Toolkit and our Idea to Action Roadmap. They go work hand in hand. The link is in the description. And as always, keep your feet moving.